Yeah, no. What I said to the team last Sunday was simply that this loss is not going to define us, but our response to the loss will. And obviously, very proud of how we responded. It wasn't just today; it's how we responded on Tuesday at practice, at Wednesday at practice, at Thursday at practice. How we went through the walkthrough yesterday. So it was a week-long response, and it culminated in a victory today.
Aside from Chase, but there were other good things that came out of this today.
Sure.
I mean, the way you came out right away in the third quarter, too.
You hit the nail on the head. That was the challenge that we started talking about earlier in the week. I wanted a touchdown on the first offensive possession in the third quarter, and it was something we emphasized. It's something we talked about in the practice. Coming up to the offense and saying, "Hey, this is the first drive of the third quarter. Get yourself into that mentality," because I thought that was very important. Even in the Penn victory, it's not something that we did. We started slow in the third quarter and had to rally back in the fourth. So hopefully that's a positive step, something we can build off of, and be a great third quarter football team.
Your defense, you were worried about some of the things going on with the injuries?
Yes, of course. It's something we've been battling all season long. But when you talk to other coaches in this league, which I do, we're all facing the same thing. It's part of the challenge of FCS football. Having 60 scholarships, a 90-man roster limit. The challenge is always going to be depth. But our philosophy, just like everybody else's, is next man in. Next man in, guys got to step in and fill the role as well or even better than the guy that they're replacing. So we got a great medical staff. Our guys are committed to taking care of their bodies and getting treatment. So the guys that are healthy are the guys that we'll play with.
Before we get to Chase, because we're always talking about Chase, which is great, but you were able to do things in the fourth quarter, put guys in, take a look. Mm-hmm. What did you see?
I saw some guys that got in there and made the most of their opportunity. I saw some guys that showed their mentality, that they got an opportunity to go in there and they attempted to make the most of it. Think of a guy like James Biggs, defensive back for us, who is coming off an injury last season. For him to get in there and kind of make those first couple hits, knock the rust off a little bit, hopefully build some confidence, because he's a young man that can help us going forward this season.
And Medlock.
Yeah, Luke's played some. He played in the Elizabeth City game. Played in some games last year. So anytime you get a chance to get your number 2 quarterback reps, it's valuable because you never know. I mean, Lafayette played with their number 2 today. So we've been in that situation before, and the more experience that guy has, the better. Our message to all of our number 2s is you are one play away from being a starter. So you need to prepare as though you are the starter. So when you get your opportunity, whether it be by injury or a late in the game opportunity with a lead, to make the most of it, and you're only going to be able to do that if you're prepared the appropriate way.
Where would you be without Chase?
I'd be in the Bronx, New York, being the head football coach at Fordham University. Yeah, obviously Chase is a large part of what we do. He's a very talented player. We say that every week. Again, it's not just talent. It goes back to how he prepares, his work ethic, his focus, his determination. He's very talented. We see that every week. What the public doesn't get to see is the Chase, Sunday through Friday, and how hard he works to put himself in that position. But as I told WFUV as I was walking off the field, you don't run for those kind of numbers by yourself. You run for those kind of numbers when you have an offensive line that is doing their job, when you have tight ends that do their job, and receivers that continue to play to the whistle. Our receivers know that when the ball is handed off to our running backs, there's a chance for a big play, and they're going to, they keep their eyes downfield and they look for that touchdown block, and they did a nice job of that today. But Chase did a great job.
Is there anything else that this guy can do? I mean, he's breaking records. He wants another one.
I don't know if he can cook. I don't know. I haven't asked him. No, I mean he is as talented of a running back as you were going to see.
He could be playing with the big boys.
He sure could. Yeah, I firmly believe that. But he's here and he's making the most of the opportunity he has here. As I said, he's a tremendous. He's a great teammate. He's becoming a great leader. So Chase gets better every week, and Chase is never satisfied. So I don't have to worry about.
Did he want to come out today at all? Did he plead with you at all? Did you just
to come out?
Yeah.
No. Chase is never going to plead to come out.
You decided
it's the other way. He will take every rep, every carry that he can possibly get.
Yeah, you did it also because the score was wide.
Yeah. And as I've said,
and it got slippery out there a little bit.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, you saw the third series of the game after Chase, I believe, had scored 1 or 2 touchdowns. Kendall Piercy goes in the game. We have a plan each and every week to put Kendall in the game because Kendall's a very capable back himself. So it's not just Chase. We're going to play both backs. The idea here is to be playing our best football at the end of the year. To do that, I feel as though we got to split carries between Chase and KP, so that they're feeling fresh and healthy at the end of the year.
It's good that you got that bye week out of the way.
Yeah. No, it was good. You get a chance to compete in the Patriot League, which is nothing better than league games. Have a chance to host Yale next weekend, which is a quality football program. Coach Reno does a great job, and then we'll focus on those. We got to focus on Yale, and then after that, obviously it's 5 straight weeks of Patriot League play. That'll determine our destiny, so to speak.
It's getting to be a routine. Even when I miss a game or two, you're still doing your thing even better.
I think the line's doing a great job, first and foremost. When you look at games like, we have like record games like these, obviously the player's going to get the spotlight, but I think that me personally as a running back from personal experience, when you get into the high numbers of like 250 rushing yards, it speaks volumes to the offensive line. And the tight ends on their blocking, they're doing a great job just giving me lanes. If you look at the film, really, it's just literally holes. There's just lanes to run through, and it speaks to a tremendous volume to them and how they're doing a great job.
Do you know what you're doing, at a certain point? I mean, that you're breaking records every time you're going on the field now? I mean, like this week, next week could be something else. Are you aware of that?
I mean, I'm aware of it, but, I really try to humble myself a lot, and I just try to really ignore the noise. The outside, you try to just focus on what you have to do schematically to help the team do their best job to win this football game.
Coach says you're getting just better every week. You're getting better every week.
As humble as I am, I really work hard. I work for this, honestly, and that's something that I always tell myself that.
It's another thing he said. He says the public doesn't know.
Oh, I work.
That it's not just Saturday. It's all week.
I will harp myself on being the hardest worker all year long. Not just practice, not just winter conditioning. Any day off is not my day off. I really try to look at what the rest of the country is doing, and I just want to make sure I can. When I go in the field, no matter who we play, I know I'm the hardest worker, so I know I can be the best player.
You came out of the game. The game was wide open by then. You came out. Was it your call or his?
It's both. It's definitely Coach Breiner though, and KP does a heck of a job running the football just as I do, and people will see that every third series is KP series, and it's just one way to really take the load off of me and the hits during the season. You multiply those series hits up. By the year you're talking about 60-something hits that's off my body, and he does a tremendous job, and he gets the job done just as I do.
Are you ever concerned that a lot of the offense is coming from you?
No. I'm not sure what Kevin threw for today. I don't know if he got 300, but I know Kev had a great, efficient day throwing the ball. He also ran for 100 yards. It's just like, it's going to be games like that, These past couple of weeks, we really have high expectations for our offense, and we haven't been clicking on full cylinders as we should be. And I think today was a very good start, especially for league play, on how effective our offense can be.
You're healthy, obviously.
Yes.
Nothing's bothering you.
Right.
You overcame everything from last year. Okay, so there's 5 Patriot League games in a row.
Yeah.
You guys are starting to make a statement after last week's disappointment.
Right. Yeah. It's 1 week at a time. We're in control of our own destiny. That's the good thing about Patriot League players,
Third quarter today, I told the coach too that third quarter you guys came out.
We came out. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, we gotta have that finisher's mentality. Yes, that's one thing that really held us back last year. We didn't want to have the same problem as last year. We had that problem that we really couldn't put teams away. Like we were up.
And again, it was you.
Yeah,
that started it off.
I think it was
And I don't mean this in a negative way.
Yeah.
It's just that
Yeah, I know. That's just how the game goes, though. But I think it was Cantelli this time. We were up, I believe, 20 point and a half, and we hit Cantelli on an option play, and it started us off, and the defense responded with a stop. And then that's really how you just get those games to not be 4-quarter games. You can just get it going. You get a team down.
Where do you get all this energy from?
Energy? If you ask the coaches, I'm probably the lowest energy type of guy. I don't really like to yell, talk. I kind of just like to stay within myself, actually.
And you realize that what's happening here at Fordham with you right now? You realize it?
I mean,
and that you have another year after this?
Yeah, you hear about
It
it, but
doesn't
again,
get to you.
nah, I ignore the noise always.
It's all about the team.
It's all about the team. It's all about getting. It don't mean nothing if we can't get a Patriot League win. If we don't get this Patriot League win and get in the playoffs, I'm gonna be highly, highly upset. I don't care what I did.
Okay, Jay.